Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am so excited to be filming this video because I'm getting ready to go on a cruise with one of my best friends. We are taking a Royal Caribbean cruise and we're going out of Cape Canaveral. We're going to their Perfect Day island that they own, and it's going to be 4 days, 3 nights, just her and I. My other best friend was going to come, but she just couldn't guilt her way, or she just felt too much mom guilt to get away from the family for that period in time. I am nervous. Unfortunately, Kirk is most likely going to be at the next portion of his training. So my son is going to be with my sister and my brother-in-law down in Jacksonville. So I am packing for him as well as packing for me for this trip, and just making sure like the dogs are sorted and everything like that. And my mother is also going down to Jacksonville to help with Henry. So he's going to have a ball. I'm not worried about that anymore. I'm just like, okay, let's make sure I have everything and have a means of getting in contact with him while I'm on there. That's enough backstory. Let's go ahead and let's get into the thick of this video, which is what you all came here to see. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. So the very first thing I did about 3 days ago, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that much of a planner, was I started going on Pinterest and I started looking up articles for what do you need when you go on a cruise, or what are the main things that you can't bring when you're on a cruise. And the number one thing I saw was having your required documents, right? And I saw some great ideas of actually making a photocopy of your passport and putting that like in your suitcase, just so you have that on you in case anything happens to your passport or any kind of identification like your license that you have, just so you have that backup. Same thing when it comes to any information that you have for your actual cruise, because you're going to need that to get on board. So other than that, a lot of this stuff was just more opinion based. I can tell a lot of the articles were published by the cruise lines to get you to purchase more, but I will say I was really excited. Where did it go? I had my phone. There it is. Sorry. I was really excited looking at the Royal Caribbean app. It has really every detail about the cruise on here. You can book your excursions through it. You can see like a schedule of everything each day while you're on board the cruise. So I was going through some of the options that we have there, and I talked to my friend, and we're not gonna be the ones probably swimming with the dolphins or anything crazy like that. I'm like, let's go ahead and let's rent a cabana while we're on that Perfect Day island. I am happy I talked to one of my coworkers who did this in the past before booking it, because it was about $230 on here to rent a cabana for the day, and she said she's been there before. She's had no issues getting one and without paying for it. So wanted to give you guys that little fact there. But they have so much cool stuff. They have an escape room, a rock climbing wall, shuffle, and this is all on board. Sports court, studio, a water slide, tons of whirlpools and jacuzzis. Oh, it looks awesome. An arcade, arts and crafts classes, a salsa class. There's so much stuff. And then of course all of the excursions off the boat. There's just tons of swimming with animals and everything like that, but you can do all of that on the app. Okay, so if you want to spend all of your money before you get there, you can do so on the app. Now when it comes to what everyone recommended, the very first thing was your own water bottle. While you're on board, you do have the ability, of course, to just go up to one of the eating areas and get water. But I don't know about you all, but at night I need to have a cup of water by my bedside. And most of the time I don't drink it, but it's like kind of my comfort item. So I got one of these at Target. It was on sale. It's normally like $17. $16.99, and it was $10.99, and it's by a brand called Ello, and it's actually glass with like this silicone cover on it. And I just wanted glass because I feel like plastic water bottles, once they absorb a scent, you just can't get it out. Not a big fan of this straw. Sorry, I'm thirsty. But it looks pretty cute. And then it has like this faux wood inside of it, and it locks on the side. So this will be great when we get off the boat in the future. So I'm gonna enjoy that. Now the other couple tips that we got were all about really examining your room when you get into it. So sometimes the light switches work based off your key card. And we are lucky enough to have a window. We got one of those ocean view rooms, but a lot of the rooms, you're not gonna have windows. So as soon as you get in, make sure you know how to operate the lights so that you're not going around in the dark in the middle of the night trying to figure out how to turn everything on. Another thing they said to do was flip the bed sheets and make sure that there's no bed bugs. Everything that started to get me like, oh God. But you know, you have to do that in hotels anyway. But I did think that was really interesting. They recommended maybe bringing a night light for yourself to help you see in the middle of the night. Another thing to check in your room were the electrical outlets because sometimes they don't work. They do have the option for you to go ahead and purchase like a Wi-Fi package, which I'm thinking my friend and I, either one of us might do, and just make sure that we can get connected to our babies if anything happens, and our husbands at any point in time. That was really it for like the necessities. There were tons of articles on how to really sneak alcohol onto the cruise, but I'm not worried about anything like that. But let's get into some of the stuff that I purchased, and I need to purchase some more things for the cruise. I did get a bathing suit from Cupshe. They are one of those Instagram brands that are always advertising on my feed, and I really like this cut on top. It's really flattering. And then it has like a tie-up back that looks really good when your back's all toned. And then this is the first time I got a high-waisted bottom, and I love it, guys. And Cupshe is actually really cheap. So this suit together was $25 and shipping was free. It just takes a little while to get there. So I actually purchased one more for the cruise, which is like a red wine color. Kind of like a Cabernet. So I'm excited. I'm hoping that comes. I ordered it like a week ago, so it should be here before we leave for the cruise. Another thing I did, I had this at the house, but I'm going to bring it. It's just an eye cover because we have that window on board. I'm going to use this cruise as an opportunity to catch up on sleep as much as possible. My friend said she is as well, so I'm bringing this to make sure I can do so. Some of this I already had, so this is just a really long skirt that I can even pull up to be a dress if I want to, but it's just nice flowy skirt that I'll have for there. I will most likely bring this as well. I got it from my mother-in-law for Mother's Day. It's just like our shorts romper. And then what else do we get in here? A lot of this is just stuff you've probably seen me wear. So some workout clothes, because I'm gonna push myself to work out while we're there at least once, maybe do one of those classes, and then really just jeans, shorts, and a shirt. I did end up getting a little clutch wallet because I usually use a purse, but I'd rather have this because it'll go with any outfit, and I got this at TJ Maxx for $13. I just gotta start moving everything over to that. The last thing I got were these C-bands, and the way that they work is you just put them on your wrist, and it says go down 3 fingers worth so that it's actually putting pressure on the proper point on your wrist. That's supposed to help with nausea. I prefer this over the pills because this is a drug-free prevention for nausea, so we'll see how these go. I have a bunch more shopping to do. Definitely going to bring my own beach towel because I don't want to be worrying about trying to grab that. And we just ended up doing the casual dining that came with our booking. But I'm excited to tell you guys about the experience. We are going to film a little bit while we are on board. I got her go ahead for that, so you guys will have a good review of Royal Caribbean Girls Trip Cruise. I hope you guys like this. Give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more.